What's up, guys? Yeah, so some of the guys over at MD wanted me to just kind of give you like I guess a preview, so to speak, for the Olympia this year. It's going to be probably the best Olympia in years. Probably one of the better ones since, especially since I've been following the sport, which hasn't really been a tremendous amount of time. Um, you know, it's hard for me to even make predictions on things like this, especially because I see all these guys and I'm just like, they're unbelievable. I mean, you can make a case for 10 guys to be in the top 6. So obviously that's something that just, that's something to be said for all these guys that, they're all at the top of, what we do. And, so much respect to everybody, so I just want to start off by saying that so nobody's like, oh, he's slamming so-and-so or doesn't think so-and-so can whatever. I mean, this is just, they're all great. So anyways, that being said, I think you got your top 3. You got, Jay, Kai, Phil. I'm not saying in that order. I'm not saying in any order. Obviously I'm gonna say that it's probably Phil's show to lose. Anytime you're the defending champion, you obviously have the title. So, I mean, it's your title to lose. That's just kind of common sense. And, of course, Phil's, he's the gift. I mean, he's the, probably one of the most genetically gifted people ever to, participate in bodybuilding. So, and he works his ass off too. I'm not saying that he's just gifted. And, obviously he didn't get that good by just being gifted. But, and then you got Jay coming back. I mean, he's won the Olympia several times, and I'm sure he intends. He's not coming back for second or third place. I mean, he's coming back to win again. So, that being said, I think looking at him and the pictures I've seen, it's probably one of the best Jays that has ever hit the stage. And I mean, he said that even coming into this prep. I've seen several videos where him saying, this will probably be one of the best Jay colors that, that I've ever, put on stage, so to speak. So, I mean, that's kind of interesting in itself. Then you got Kai. I mean, he's just a freak among freaks. Like, there's, genetically gifted people, and then there's, there's Kai Green who, has got, just muscle on top of muscle, and he comes in shredded, and I mean, he looks great. So, those 3 right there, I mean, that's, just alone, that right there makes for a crazy good show. And then you got, like I said, 10 more guys that you could, that are awesome too. I mean, you got Evan, and you got, Rolly Winkler, and you got, Lionel Vignecchi, and I mean, you could just go on, and, the whole top 10 lineup, I mean, it's just going to be crazy to see. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. But, also looking forward to seeing Steve Kuclo in his pro debut. Somebody that I kind of looked up to and followed, ever since he was an amateur. So that'll be real cool to see him do. And, of course, I'd love to see him do well. And, somebody else I'm looking forward to seeing, of course, is Evan. I mean, Evan's somebody that I've always really looked up to. And, he's one of those guys, every time he hits the stage, he's on. And there's something to be said for being consecutively on point and improving each year. I mean, that's impressive in itself. So, looking forward to seeing those 2 guys as well. And of course, everybody. I mean, there's nobody that I just think, doesn't deserve to be there. Nobody that's a slouch or whatever. I mean, they're all, awesome. It's going to be exciting. So, stay tuned to ND for the updates, and we'll see what happens.